Well, I know it's been fast and furious 6 weeks or 5 weeks. We're coming into week 6 now. And the task this week is you've got a major paper to put together, due Friday by midnight. But you realize by now that we have been working each week towards your final paper, and I have been trying to give you feedback and direction to help you get to this final exercise and do it successfully. So if you have really been doing the work you need to do all along, you should now be able to take the ideas and the pieces that you have been putting together along the way and weave that together into a larger narrative. Now, on the syllabus, it says that the broad question that each of you is answering is how, why, and how does the church require reform? Remember, this is a course in ecclesiology. This is a course that's asking about the church itself, ecclesiology, the nature, the purpose of the church, and why the church in itself needs to be reformed. And in fact, we might say, how in the world are we going to reform society if we can't uh, reform ourselves first? We will never get there, obviously, but we need to be intentional about that. And so you bring everything together in this final paper, length depending on whether you're master's or doctoral level. You should discuss your ecclesiological understanding, the justice issue you have researched, and how the church / your ministry setting can and should be reformed. Now, I see these as equivalent. I see half your paper as really wrestling with the ecclesiology and the theology. And then half of your paper really wrestling with the justice issue and why it's problematic. Now, it could be that, each of those sections is reduced by a page. So you have an introduction, you have a conclusion, bringing it all together. Your sense of your own setting shouldn't be more than a couple pages, right? Because you have this larger framework that you're wrestling with, and it's always about a larger framework that if we can get our minds around, it can help us assess and address the local congregation. Okay, that's part of the analysis and the lens that we need to bring together. Okay, so you should have a clear thesis statement. You should clearly organize your argument, citations to support your argument and position, a works cited page, and of course, again, both the theological and more of the practice side need to be brought together in this paper. Now, I am available to answer questions. If you don't understand something, just ask me. We will talk about it. Don't forget, I still have office hours this week on Tuesday. If you need to come and discuss a problem you're encountering with your thinking, with your paper, with the logic, with your ecclesiology, whatever it may be, okay? And I want you to do well in this. If you've been responding to comments and directions that I have been suggesting along the way, you should do well on this final paper. I know it's a big paper, but you've already got bits and pieces put together. Okay, hey, I've really enjoyed this semester and these 6 weeks, and digging deeper into ecclesiology and these issues. And I hope that as you move forward from here, you'll also be looking back and saying, there are a lot of good things I took from that course. And that's the goal, that we are actually learning and growing and thereby becoming more effective in our ministries. Okay. Get at it, guys. Thank you.